Anyway, hi, I'm Sarah, and today we're doing a crochet stream. If you can see right here, I already did a little sample of what we're going to be learning today. It is called the shell stitch, and this is building on what we've been learning, the V-stitch, as well as the, we learned the crocodile stitch, but that's actually more advanced than this. This is still a lead-in to that stitch. I just did the advanced stitch first, so I'm kind of working my way backwards. So last week we did the V-stitch. We're going to build on that. This one uses both double and single crochet, so I will do a little refresher on those just to make sure everybody's still clear on what those are. Couple of housekeeping things. If you'll notice, I've got my Discord server here, ArtShare. You can either type this in, or you can type Discord, !Discord in my chat, or you somewhere on my site, I think it's under About, you can like click on my name. It will take you to a thing that says About, and that will give you buttons, and there's a button for Discord, and you can click on that and it takes you there. Here's the magic that happens there. First of all, we can upload our images of crochet work that we're doing, but also if you notice here, let's see, let me see, I'm right there on the screen. You see my little name there, Face Sarah. That is my Discord avatar, and I am actually live in Discord through voice, and other people can join me, so you can actually be live on my stream with me. Your beautiful melodious voice can actually be with me on the stream. So if you are interested in that, you go to Discord channel, and actually I'll go ahead and pull that up and show you what that looks like. So if you come to the channel, if you look right here, see how it says stream chat? You just click on this stream chat and you will automatically be joined to the chat. So there you go. That is how you do it. All right, so without further ado, I think we'll go ahead and get started. First, I'm just going to talk a little bit about well, you know what? Actually, hold on. One more thing. Notice that today I am streaming earlier than I normally do on Tuesdays. I've normally been streaming at about 5 p.m. Eastern, and I'm doing it at 2 p.m. I have shifted my entire streaming schedule around so that Tuesdays and Thursdays will be my streaming days. Tuesdays, we are going to have crochet first at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then later we will have my drawing class, which will be at 7 p.m. Eastern. Then on Thursdays, we'll have painting, either watercolor or acrylic, at 7 p.m. So that is the new schedule going forward. I hope to stick to this schedule because I think it's going to work best with my school and everything else that I've got going on in life. So hopefully. Okay, that's out of the way. I got this mandala skein that has all these different colors because we're going to be doing 2 different colors. Now I pulled this out of the middle. This is like kind of the pink in this yarn. I am going to pull 2 completely different colors. So there's the one from the middle here, which is like this kind of purplish. Okay, so what I do now, this I believe is a 3. We will look on the back. Yes, if you can see there, that is a 3, which means that it is lighter than medium weight. However, it still recommends that you use the it's hard to see that, but that it does recommend you use the H hook. So we are still using the 5mm hook. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a couple different colors today because we're going to be changing colors. So I'm going to use this purple. I like this purple a lot. So I just went ahead and cut that out. So now I've got, it's like its own skein of yarn here. And you can pull from the middle, which I will be doing. I just tuck this in so it doesn't get loose. And then I will pull from the middle. Let's see. I think I want to use this teal. Now, in order to get to the teal, we have to pull out this blue. So we're going to go ahead and pull out the blue and snip it. So I find like where they meet, snip that, and then I'm just gonna put this to the side. We're not gonna use that. I want this color here. Okay. Now, there's a couple things you can do. Since it's the color that's in there, I can go ahead and just leave it in there. And that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave it in there and pull from here and pull from here. Now we are going to be carrying our colors. So I'm gonna show you how to change colors, but we're gonna carry the color throughout so that we're not constantly changing colors every single row. All right, so we're gonna start with this color here and make our bottom row. Okay. So first things first, we are going to make our slip knot. Just a reminder of how to do that. You cross your, you just make like a little loop out of your yarn, whichever side's on top. So it's this side's on top. You're going to fold and make another little loop. Go underneath the circle. And you're going to pull up through the middle of the circle there. Like that. Okay, so we've got our slip knot. Now, our shells always need to be, I'm getting myself some slack here. Our shells always need to be in multiples of 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain stitch multiples of 6. My bad. Multiples of 6. So I'm going to do, I think for this one I did 24. So I'm going to do 24. That, 6 times 4. So we are going to reminder, hold this, your little slip knot in place, yarn over, trade pinches. So I'm going to pinch it with the left hand and then pull that through. And that is 1 chain stitch. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm at 24 and I'm going to add 1. So I'm adding 1. So you do a multiple of 6 and then add 1, and this is what you should get. You should get this little chain here. Now, when you're making your chain, try to pull your hook just a little bit so it loosens, maybe not that much, but pull it a little bit so it's not like just really tight up against there. You can use a bigger hook if you want for this part, and then take that out and put your regular 5.0 millimeters. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a single crochet 2 chains from the hook. So we're going to count 1, 2. So we're just counting the little bumps there. So if you look, we've got 1 bump here and then 2 bumps there. We're going to go into that second bump. So we go through, yarn over, pull back through that hole, and now we have 2 on there. Yarn over and pull through both. That is your single crochet. And this will also be your anchor for your very first stitch here. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to skip the next 2 stitches. So we've got this one here that we're in, 1, 2, and we're going to go into this third one here. Now we're going to do a double crochet, so go ahead and get your yarn over ready. So let me recount that. 1, 2. We're going to skip these 2 go into this third one here. Okay, now reminder, so the double crochet, you yarn over before you even start so that you already start with 2 on there. You're going to pull through the hole, and now you should have 3. Yarn over, pull through just the first 2, and now you're left with 2. Yarn over again and pull through the next 2. And that will give you your double crochet. Now here's what we're going to do that's going to actually create our shell. This same hole that this is in, we're going to do 4 more just like that. So we're going to have a total of 5 double crochets. So yarn over, go back through that same hole, pull your yarn through, and you should have 3 on there. Yarn over, pull through the first 2. Oop, that went through all 3. All right. Yarn over, pull through the second 2. So now I've got 2 double crochets in there. Yarn over, we're going to do another double crochet. So we're starting with 2 on there. Go through that hole again, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2. Now we've got 3 and we need to do 2 more. Oh, my light just flickered. That's the power threatening to go out. Like I said, if my power does go out, I will do my best to try to get back on as soon as possible. So we're doing our 4th double crochet into the same hole. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2. Yarn over, and we're going to start our last double crochet in through that same hole and pull your yarn through so that you have 3 on there. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Now, so we've got our 5 in here. Now what we're going to do is we are going to anchor. Remember we had our first single crochet on this side? Well, we're going to anchor that with another single crochet, and what we're going to do is skip 2. So these are small because I've been pulling on them. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to single crochet in this third one. So with single crochet we don't yarn over, we just put the hook right through the hole, pull it through, so now we have 2 on there, yarn over and pull through those 2. So now we have our very first shell stitch. Look at that. So see? It's our first shell stitch. Okay. Now we're going to do the exact same thing. We just did a single crochet. So now we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and we're going to double crochet in the third. Remember, we're going to do 5 double crochets. So this is 2. I'm starting number 2. Number 3. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask in chat, or you're welcome to join me in voice chat. So now I've got 3 in there. Four. 5. This is a little bit tight now because I've been pulling on it. I'm going to skip 2 and single crochet in that third one. And that's your anchor. Now I've got 2 shells. And we're going to keep doing this all the way across, and what we should end up with is 4 shells because we did 4 multiples of 6. So skip 2. So however many shells you want, that's the number, multiples of 6 that you should do. So I've done 5, and now I'm going to skip 2 and single crochet, skip 2 more, and do 5 more. And this should be my last shell. 5 double crochets in that same hole. That's 4. Now your last single crochet should be the very last, that very last stitch. Mine's hiding. But you skip 2. And then single crochet. All right, I'm going to let you guys catch up. So here's our shell. Now we're going to be introducing our next color. Excuse me, I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to straighten my shirt. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to pull in this color. We're just going to yarn over, we're just going to wrap it around our hook here. And we're going to pull it through to do 3 chain stitches. So 1, that counts as 1. Let me make sure I've got the working yarn. I forgot to give myself slack at the beginning, and now I'm dealing with a knot, so I apologize. Okay, so let's start that again. Let's try that again. Okay, 2, we'll pull our second one through, and 3. So we've got 3. This is actually going to also count as our first double crochet, because now we need to do an alternating pattern where we do our shells every other one, right? So we're going to start with a half shell. So go ahead and yarn over like we're going to do our double crochet. We're going to go through that single crochet that we just made. And we're going to do 2 more. Hold on. I forgot to turn it. We got to turn it so that it goes this way. That's my bad. Going through that single crochet and do 2 more double crochets. Now, we need to do something with all these threads. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something called carrying the yarn. Give myself some slack. I've got a lot of string going on here. All right, so here's what we're going to do. So our purple yarn is already up here. It's already up, like going the same direction that we are going. The blue yarn, however, is back behind. So what we're going to do, hold on. I'm getting tangled. All right, hang on. This will be magnificent once we get it started. All right, we're going to pull our yarn around the back. So we're just going to pull it around the back. This first stitch isn't going to probably look so great. If we wanted to, we could go, let's see, could undo this and go ahead and bring this blue yarn up now before we do our other double crochet stitches. So bring the blue yarn up, and I'm going to redo those double crochets, those first three, just the first two, really. I mean, I'm going to keep the chain that we did, I'm going to leave that there. Bring the blue up, and you're going to trap it inside. So you put it above, like see how it's sitting on top? We're going to go through our single crochet and pull through. And what it does is it traps that blue there. So see, I'm trapping it inside my crochets. So now it's going the same direction that we're going. So everything's going the same direction we're going, and that's what we want. So I apologize for the confusion. So the best solution is to go back to just where you had your chain 3 and bring the blue up to where it sits right on top of your crochet. See how it's just sitting on top there. That way, as you crochet across, you're trapping it in there. All right, we're going to do a single crochet right in the middle of the shell here. So just a little single crochet. And then we're going to double crochet into the single crochet, the one that's in the middle, remember, our anchor. We're going to double crochet into the anchor. Meanwhile, our blue is staying trapped. So I'm doing a double crochet. Now I'm going to do 4 more in that same hole. So 2, 3, 4, we do have a total of 5. So I've got, just to count, be sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, great. And then I'm going to single crochet into the middle. So you skip 2. We're doing the same thing as before, but we're skipping 2 double crochets and crocheting right in the middle of that shell, just a little single crochet. Meanwhile, our blue, if you notice, our blue yarn is just following along with us, but you can't even see it. Like, you can't even tell that it's in there. This is called carrying the yarn, carrying a color. So I'm going to do 2 more shells, well, really 3 more, because we have half shells on the outside. So right into that single crochet in the middle, we're going to double crochet 3. I don't know why I said 3, 5. Storm is throwing me off, y'all. Give myself a little bit more slack. Ooh, that is a doozy of a knot. Well, good. You guys can catch up while I'm picking out this knot. Okay. So I did my single crochet in the top of the previous shell. I'm going to do one last set of double crochets of 5 in the next single that we did, that next anchor. Got 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet in the top of the next one. And then, remember we had that very first single crochet? We're just going to do we're going to do 3 double crochets in that. So, 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, so we've got our next set of shells. Now what we need to do is we need to turn it, right? So we're going to chain 1, but I'm not going to chain 1 with the purple. I'm going to bring the blue up and chain 1 with that. I'm going to turn it, and now both of these you want to bring to where they're on the top. You're going to single crochet in that very first one. Make sure that your purple is above, because that's, well, or whatever color you're using. If you're using all the same color, then it doesn't really matter, but you're going to pull your blue around that purple and do your first single crochet. All right, now we're going to do another double crochet in our single crochet anchor. And we're making sure that our purple yarn stays underneath the blue. That it stays in between like that. So we're doing 5. One more. So we did 5, and then we are going to just do a little single crochet in the top of that next shell. Meanwhile, we're carrying that purple along with us. So I'm going to do 5 more. All right, and then single crochet in that middle of that shell. I like these colors together, actually maybe even better than these. All right, we're going to double crochet in the middle of that single, 5 double crochets. Go right in the middle of that shell with a single crochet, and then we're ready for our last shell. All right, so we'll double crochet 5 into that single crochet. Hey Flux, how are you? I'm actually glad you're on today because I am changing my streaming schedule. I don't know if you saw on the server, on the Discord server. I'm doing pretty good. Just busy, and that's part of why I'm changing my streaming schedule, yeah. So I'll be doing my drawing class tonight and my painting class on Thursdays. I was having to cancel my painting class on Saturdays because Saturdays are so busy for me now. And I don't want to do that. You know, I want to keep my painting. The paintings are actually my favorite class, so anyway, so that's why I changed. So I'm going to go into this last, it was our chain 3. And I'm going to just do a single crochet. Okay, so okay, yeah, I know that I keep shifting around, but hopefully this is the last time that I will have to change them. I think this schedule seems to be really good, at least until I move. This seems to be a schedule that can work for me, so and hopefully everybody else. But anyway, I'll try to stop shifting around so much. That's true. Life is life. Yeah, weekends were just becoming really tough for me. It's when everything happens. It's on the weekends. All right. So now we need to chain 3, but again, we're changing colors. So we're going to shift back to our purple. So I'm going to move the blue out of the way. Chain 3 using the purple. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to turn. Bring the blue along with you. That blue is going to just get carried all the way across. And see how you can't even see it? It's going to get carried all the way across. And we're going to double crochet 3, well, 2 more, because our that first chain 3 counts as 1. We're going to do right into that first single crochet, right around the blue yarn. So just 3. Then we will go into the middle blue stitch of our shell and do a single crochet. All right. So how's everything been going? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while, Flux, because you weren't on my last drawing stream and I had to cancel my painting stream. So I feel like it's been a while. Oh, you got your head shaved. Yeah, that probably feels pretty good. So just a reminder to everyone, I'm doing 5 double crochets in the single crochet anchor to make our next shell. So there's 5, and then I'm going to do a single crochet into the middle of the next blue shell. I'm going to give myself some slack. By the way, if you're thinking about how much yarn it might use up carrying like the color, it really doesn't use up very much. It's a very small amount when you carry color like that. So you don't have to worry about I mean, it's only slightly more than if you were tying on, because remember, every time you tie on, you're going to have this loose little amount. So don't think that you're wasting yarn by doing this. I did that when I was first starting. I didn't want to carry the color because I thought that I was wasting all this yarn, but it really doesn't. So we're doing 5 in this single crochet anchor, 1 more, and then we'll anchor our next in the blue, middle of the blue there. Five double crochets in the next single crochet. This is a very simple pattern, but it just looks particularly complicated, especially with us changing colors. But even without changing colors, you can still see the shells. It's really pretty. And I think this one and the star one that I'm going to be teaching at the end of the month, well, it's not the end of the month, it's actually the first week of August is what I'm going to be teaching. I think, yeah. Do your single crochet. Both of these are really pretty, even if you just do them with a single color. Now remember, we've got to do our 3 at the end. So I'm going to double crochet, one, 2, 3. And although my new stream times are in the middle of the week, they are a little bit earlier than they were before. I mean, obviously not earlier than my Saturday one, but the times I was doing my Friday night drawing class was like 9 o'clock Eastern time, and now it's going to be 7 o'clock, so it is a little bit earlier. Okay. So I want to go ahead and end this. So I probably didn't actually have to carry my blue unless I'm going to carry the blue across. So what should we do? For this one I did 3. Do we want to do 1 more row? You had to run right after you last typed, so you missed everything. Okay, well, I didn't really say that much, other than it probably feels really good to have your head shaved. Let's do 1 more row, because whatever your last row is, you don't need to carry the previous color. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 1 with my blue and turn, and then I'm going to single crochet. Now this time I'm not going to carry the purple. I'm going to single crochet so I can start my next one. Now I'm not carrying the purple, so I'm just going to snip it. You can carry it a little ways if you want. Haha, like a baby hedgehog. I love it. If you want to, that way you don't have to weave in the purple when you go to do your ends. So you can carry it if you want for a little ways. So I snipped it. And then I'm going to do my double crochets for my shell. Single crochet in the middle of the previous shell. Double crochet in the next single. Remember to do 5. Yeah, I have no idea what I actually said in the last after that. I don't know. You're thinking of stopping smoking after this tobacco packet, so wish you luck. Ah, yes. Well, I can wish you luck, and I can give you a tip if you're interested. Since I quit after 21 years of smoking successfully. So if you're interested, I have words of wisdom. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to single crochet in the top here. Okay, well, first and foremost, once you quit, you're not trying to quit. You are no longer a smoker. And so there is no like weaning yourself off or anything like that. Cold turkey, it's going to suck. I'm not going to lie. But it only sucks for like a few days. But you have to start thinking of yourself as a non-smoker. Like that is really key. Like if you think of yourself as a smoker that's trying to quit, it's more likely to, you're more likely to go back. So yeah, so that's awesome. So you quit cold turkey, and like I said, start thinking of yourself as a non-smoker. If somebody is smoking and they're like, hey, would you like a puff or something like that? Then you say, nope, I'm not a smoker. It's a weird thing to get used to, but I'm glad you get it. Yeah, that's what I do with pretty much anything that I'm trying to like change my habits on. I just start thinking of myself as a new person who does that thing, whatever it is. I'm a runner, or I'm not trying to run. I'm not learning how to run, whatever. I'm a runner, whatever the thing is. Lately, my kick has been reading. So I'm a reader again, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I've been reading a really good book that's called This Is How You Lose the Time War. And it is good. I've already cried several times in the book. It is really good. I highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend. It's weird though. It's twisty. Like you have to be prepared to be able to think about, and it's kind of sci-fi, so you have to be able to think outside of the conventional boxes when it comes to time and physics and things like that. You're off of reading, only skimming comics. That's cool. That's about what I was before, but I really wanted to get back into reading, so I used to be quite the avid reader, so I'm going to be the avid reader again. Right now, I'm just a regular reader, not an avid reader. All right, so I'm at my end. What I'm going to do is go through that last little hole there that I'm having trouble getting into here. Single crochet. Then I'm going to snip this. Oops. Everybody's excited. Everybody wants to be Fire Mage. Hey, how are you? You haven't been on in a long time. Your mom was on earlier. I don't know if she still is. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit smaller hook to... Oh, Mom's still on. I'm going to use a smaller hook to weave in my ends. So I've got 3 ends that I need to weave in. All right, we're going to do the first one, the blue. Now, I'm going to just kind of go back and forth. So I'm going to pull forward and pull back. Oops. Well, that wasn't successful. Hold on. Hold on. I'll get it. Here we go. Pull back. Oh, it's Molly. Hey, Molly. Molly, are you going to learn to crochet? That'd be so cool if you did. I think you'd really like it. You'd be very good at it. Cool. Well, that is awesome. Okay, so I've gone a little bit. I'm just like weaving into my shell because there isn't really a good place to catch at the top because all of our crochets are in the same hole. All right, so now I'm going back. So when you're weaving, you go this way for a little bit and then you come back that way. Well, Molly, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I already promised your mom that I would do a one-on-one session with her live. So I think that maybe that might be the best time for you to learn, unless you want to watch my previous videos. But I thought maybe you can learn in person first and then watch my videos. I think that'll be easier. All right. So now I'm going to weave this purple in. So the purple, again, I'm just going to find places in the purple where I can go in and out. I'm not trying to be exact or anything like that. I'm just trying to find holes that I can like pull this through. Try to find some that are kind of tight because that will make it, it'll make it so that it's easier to, so that it doesn't pull out. Okay.
Hey, Sarah.
Oh, hey. Teacher Margot. Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
Welcome.
Thanks.
You're my first voice chatter today.
Yay.
Yay. So I just wove this back and forward, and so I'm going to snip that. And then the last one I have to do is the blue at the bottom. Okay. So how's everything going with you today?
I'm fantastic. I just class. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Barely, but I can hear you. Hold on. Let me check my, on Discord. Let me just check how high I have the sound. Oh, well, I have you all the way up, so.
Well, I wonder. I am just talking loud.
Could be. Is it storming over on your side of town?
No, it's dry over here.
Huh. Well, it is not dry over here. We just had a pretty big storm.
There's some wind blowing, but nothing. The sky's still clear.
Okay. Well, it might be coming your way. All right. So I'm almost done weaving this back. I'm going to snip it. Then I'm going to check on that purple that I was carrying. Remember the purple I was carrying across like after I snipped it? Oh yeah, see, it is just a little bit is hanging out there. So I'm just going to snip that. It should be fine because it's been carried pretty far across. So you don't have to worry about weaving it in because it's pretty well stuck in there. If you hooked this, you could pull the whole thing out. So I would not do that. But here we go. So we've got our blue and purple shells. So Molly, which colors do you like the best? I've got pink and purple and blue and purple. Which group of colors do you think you like the best? Let's see what she says.
Hello.
Oh, Molly, you're on. Hey. Which colors do you like the best? The pink and purple or the blue and purple?
And Sarah?
Yeah?
I can't hear her.
Oh, you can't hear me? So what you have to
She's
do...
not on Discord. She's on.
Oh,
Facebook.
hello.
Hi. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So which color combination do you like the best? The blue and purple or the pink and purple?
The blue and purple.
The blue and purple? Okay, that's my favorite too. I think it looks very mermaidy.
Yep.
Looks like mermaid shells. See the shells? Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's my
now
favorite.
you could group these together if you wanted. You know, you could make bookmarks. These are all acrylic, so we could actually make bookmarks out of these if you wanted. That might be cool.
Yeah.
We could do all kinds of stuff, but yeah, the shells look really cool because they kind of look like scales too. So
They do.
they do. So I'm actually done. So that's pretty much it for the stream. If anybody has any questions, I know you guys weren't following along today, but if you have any questions, I can answer them. Not really a whole lot to ask, I guess, if you weren't following, but just a reminder, I'm going to be doing the Discord chat, voice chat every class, and I've got another class tonight. I'm doing a drawing class, and we're going to be doing African drums, and that should be pretty fun. We'll be using colored pencils for that, and that's basically it. Just to remind everybody that my new stream schedule, that I'm going to be streaming crochet at 2 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday, and drawing and painting at 7 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday and Thursday nights. So, all right. Well, if that's it, then I'll go ahead and wish everybody a happy week. I hope to see you tonight in my drawing class, and have a great week. I'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.